Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 8th Wondercast. I am your host, Soarin. Tonight we're going to go over Chapter 134 of Piercing the Heavens. Listeners beware, if you have not read the latest chapters of Piercing the Heavens, there will be spoilers in this discussion. Please pause this now and go read the chapter.
Yay, no errors!
Yay!
Well then.
And joining us tonight is Animac,
Evening, I'm back.
Dragon Eye, Dragon. Are you dead? Alright, well, he's here in spirit. He might come back. I don't know where he went, but alright, okay. And joining us for the first time is Sweet Harmony.
Hello.
And then our enthusiastic Nightshade fanatic, Penumbra Glow.
So I'm going to kill you!
Okay,
Audio back.
okay. Well, now Dragon Eye is here.
Hello.
Okay, and our resident Drakeling, Zoljen.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
For those of you that don't know, Penn had to put up with this guy for a week.
A week and a half,
So-
give or
I have
take a
to
few
put
days.
up with them for a lot longer too.
We'll have towards the end of the podcast we'll have a segment where they can
13 days?
15 days?
13 days?
13?
13 days, from Sunday to Thursday.
I
Don't
feel
make me cry
I think-
again, man. Don't make me cry again.
Like,
Are we still recording?
yeah, we're
Yeah,
recording.
okay. Let's get back on
We'll-
topic.
we'll- we'll-
okay?
let's
we'll-
get down to
we'll have-
business.
We'll have a
These stories.
Okay,
Not
Soarin
what-
talk. Soarin talk.
we'll have a whole thing at the end where you and Zol can talk all about it at the end. But anyways, so Comlin's comments on the last podcast, which I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this was when we were discussing if Luna said hold during. I want to say it was in the earlier. I really should rewatch these before we do this. But he said
For
Luna.
continuity.
Yeah, Luna said hold. Who's just stretched it in the Word document?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Okay, we'll just stop messing with it. Mahogany is an old reader of
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
wood.
Mahogany. The type of
Mahogany.
wood. Mahogany.
She's very kind and was always nice to talk to. Yeah. Bit of a young, naive charm, but always found a way to make him smile. And yes, Lightning does have a heart. It just sometimes gets stuck down between his legs.
You don't say.
Oh,
Yeah.
and this is where his trollness comes out. The Troll Supreme said, "Oh, I may or may not have some future plans about the Griffin-Drake War."
Okay, so with that, he's either doing and going to plan like a series or whatever, not of flashbacks of.
He's probably
Silver was fighting.
I'm calling
or-
flashbacks. I'm calling flashbacks. He's gonna do something.
Or
Maybe he might
or-
tell it like flashes or
Or
flashman.
like
Blaze
the
Token.
Shadow Bolt, Wonderbolt conflict is going to reignite, or like is like going to be is going to be consumed by a reignited Griffin Drake War.
Well, in the last podcast, we were talking about if we were going to see a story or anything about that. Like, this isn't about a new one; it's about the old one. What were you saying, Harmony?
I just thought that like since he said that it's like maybe he might show flashbacks like from Flash Twin and Blazetail's point of view, since they were also involved in the war. Like how that might affect the conflict with the Shadow Bolt somehow, some way. I don't know, just a thought.
I could have sworn he like said something about he may do like a prequel story, like way back when.
Dude.
That'll be cool.
That would
Young
be-
Silver.
No, yeah.
No, I don't
That'll
have
be
homework.
the most badass thing ever.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Thank
knowing,
you.
Yeah, knowing him, we just really don't know. I mean, we do know that there is going to be another story after this one, but it's not going to be as long.
Honestly, I would be surprised if it is.
I don't think it will. Like, this is his. The first two stories, Heads in the Clouds and Flying Sky High, that was Comlin's Hobbit, and this is his Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
Well, what's the Silmarillion?
I figured. Wait, is Silmarillion? That one is shorter than Lord of the Rings, correct?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, I want to say that it's shorter. Slightly. I have no idea. Anyways, moving right along, right to the chapter itself. Spitfire confronting Luna. So, I definitely knew that it was gonna be a showdown between PL and Spitfire, and I just love how Spitfire just kind of pushed him to the side. Yeah, it's
Just pulled
just
them all up.
chill out, Snowflake. What did you just say
that
to
was
me?
the best part of that part for me. It was just like, sit down. You don't have a place here. In my house.
Sit down. The big girls are talking.
And then the part about the horn, like I wasn't really expecting that. I thought like she would have done it more in a private kind of setting, but just to like say it right then and there in front of everybody, I was like, whoa.
Damn.
Well, I think the reason why she did that is because she didn't want to hide that factor anymore, and so that way it's out in the open, so that way everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah,
She's got a dysfunctional horn.
yeah. Hey, there's medicine to fix that.
Yeah, none
I
of
was
it's there.
trying to
No,
avoid.
it's
Bet
cold out.
there
Well,
is.
actually, it's not cold outside. It's hot outside now. So
Uh, um, and then I don't know why I typed that in, but just the way how Spitfire took control of the situation and was pretty much like, your way, we've done it your way, and it hasn't been working, so now we're gonna do it my way, and you can either you can
You can either
it's either my way
cooperate.
or
Yeah.
the highway.
yeah, you can either
Yeah.
cooperate or whatever, and then just blasting, like, she roasted Luna. She just and then Luna was just like admitted it, and
She
that
didn't want to, but she did.
yeah, I was kind of figuring that she wouldn't have, or maybe she,
Well, I mean, like, Spitfire made her a lot of valid points when she was talking. So,
Yeah.
I mean, starting from like when she felt like Soarin had the right to know about his horn.
yeah,
Like, after that huge pep talk with Flash a few chapters back, like, like she said, she had a lot of, it's just like, quote unquote epiphanies about what she's been doing,
mhm.
and that's kind of pushed her to make what she feels is the real right decisions. So she really did take control over her team again, and that's how that's in my opinion how it should be.
Yeah,
Luna technically didn't control them, so
yeah, and just like I'm glad that Spitfire said, but hey, you're somebody. We wouldn't have made it this far without
Mhm.
your help, and
Mhm.
we still need it. And I am still seeking your guidance, but you're not going to tell me what to do. You can tell me information that I need to know and what you think I should do, but you're not going to be dictating to me anymore what I should do. Like,
it's like she said before. I mean, the Wonderbolts are her team.
yeah,
And yes, Luna may be the superior around the place, but they still technically go under her orders. So
yeah.
I'm glad that she took control over her team again, because no one's really going to listen to anyone other than her or Luna. So.
Alright, and then moving along, Soarin's reaction to the horn, to hearing that his horn is
boy.
broken. Yeah, I can.
That was
he's like, wait, what?
He honestly took it a lot better than I thought he initially would. I thought he was gonna like freak out about it or something, or just gonna sit there and like say nothing. He actually took it a lot better than I imagined.
Yeah, I honestly figured that he might, like hearing that, because didn't Luna say that the reason why they shouldn't tell him is because he might freak out, and then that would make the horn. So like, I'm honestly surprised that nothing happened right then and there, and like the medical. Where are they again in the compound? I forgot. They're in the
lobby. They were in the lobby when that happened, I think.
No, they were.
No, I think they were either in the lobby or the training room. Either one of those two. Infirmary.
They're in the infirmary. Yeah, they're in the infirmary. Yeah. Yeah, because Luna's laying down and she's surrounded by all the guards and was, yeah, but yeah, he did take that, like, I think like deep down it affected him, but he didn't show it, and that helped a bit. Like, I'm assuming once there's going to be more downtime, he's going to reflect on it more, and that's where the trouble's going to come in. Maybe like
oh.
Oh yeah, no, go ahead, Zol.
The thing is that he might have already known that the Horn is already in a very fragile state because, when Nightshade was kicking Silver's tail, he, got a little bit enraged and clink, there goes a little bit of the Horn.
Yeah.
Too. Another thing that I think might have happened is that I think after Spitfire told him that as he was processing it, it kind of filled in the little pieces that were missing as to why Spitfire kept on telling him to sit out. So it was like, because beforehand he didn't really understand. He thought that she was just trying to be like, oh, you're fragile, I don't want you to
coddle him like a baby.
But after this was revealed to him, it was kind of like, oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. So he already like had a general idea, but now this kind of fills in the blank. So he wasn't as shocked.
Yeah. Because he probably had suspicions as to what was going on, like behind Spitfire's motives, but after this, it was kind of like, oh, well, the pieces are filled. It's pretty self-explanatory why she acted like that.
It's like, oh well, yeah, this makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And then my favorite, I'm kind of glad that they were able to patch things up between Soarin and Spitfire, because I figured he would have been still kind of salty towards Spitfire, but now that he knows everything, I'm glad that Soarin accepted Spitfire's apology, and I was like, oh, glad that they're two best friends working together again.
That the fact they've literally grown up with each other since they were, I think, they were like kids or something. Like they know each other's ticks.
They're basically brother and sister in that kind of sense.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the feeling that Soarin was more happy about Spitfire being back to herself than any potential wrongdoing.
Yeah. And then Spitfire's request, which is what I really love, because I was wondering, okay, well, is she still going to place... she already said that he still needs help, but what kind of, restrictions? Is it still going to be the same, or what? And pretty much, she said, the next time we find ourselves in combat, try to avoid confrontation if you can. Spitfire continued, drawing Soarin's attention back to her as Dash moved out of sight among the ponies moving about. But for Lestia's sake, if a Shadow Ball ends up coming at you, beat the hell out of it.
I literally replayed that in my head over and over again when I read it, and I couldn't help but laugh at how bluntly she stated it. It's like, for Celestia's sake, if the Shadow Ball ends up coming at you, beat the hell out of it.
Yeah.
No one's gonna give a crap. It's the Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
They've done stuff to you. Just beat it.
Presently, that's making me curious about Calm's choice of words. Normally you would say beat the crap out of, as opposed to beat the hell.
Well, no, beat the hell is a common term.
Beat the shit is better.
Well, also, you have to keep in mind that it's also he's trying to fill in the role as the character, and Spitfire would be one to say something like that. So,
trivial, I just found it a bit interesting.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, and then the one part where Spitfire, moving on, the next part is where Spitfire's like telling Soarin, okay, we need to move everybody, out of, like we need to gather up everybody, have, make our next move. And then she looked around and she was like, you know what? We just got we barely got away by the skin of our teeth. We need to rest. We need to rest and regroup later on because we've all been through like such traumatic experiences.
And all of the fact that like all of this happened in one day too. Like they need
Yeah.
a break, man.
Yeah.
Like ponies. We're not talking about people, but ponies have died that day. And then like
It's still mind-boggling to me that this all took place in one day, and like this is
I know.
this is chapters
wonderful.
over a bunch. This is like how many chapters has this one day
1 second,
consisted
I'll tell
of?
you.
Maybe like at least 5, at least.
I don't
No.
think no way more than 5.
10.
That's why
I
get
think like
Calm to
around
confirm
10.
this later.
I
Or
want.
that.
We can get Calm to confirm this.
Well, I mean, Zol's gonna
I feel
look
like-
it up, so hang on.
Yeah.
Where is the index?
Hang on. Actually, yeah. Let me look. Well, I can't remember when
Well,
this started.
so before you say this, how much do you guys think it's gonna be? I'm sticking like around like 10, 13.
I want to say like around that number, maybe 15 at the most.
I'm gonna aim for 20. Like, do we want to start a betting pool?
I have nothing to
That's
bet.
I'm not old enough. That's extremely illegal for me to bet.
I have
I was
nothing to bet.
expecting like maybe like set number of emojis. Like
Ugh. I still need to add. I still need to add changeling emojis. I still can't believe, like, it's all add changeling emojis. I'm like, why did I think of that?
I just been using the standard emojis.
What,
We
Skype
need like own Wonderverse emojis.
What, Skype or Discord?
We can only do custom emojis in Discord. What? Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, piercing the heavens. I mean, wait, Zol, are you actually looking that up, or who was going to look that up? I already
I'm
forgot.
looking it up right now.
The
amount of chapters anyway.
I want to. Let's see. Oh God. It's funny because let's see, chapter. So chapter 100. Okay, so that was all the way back in April.
10 chapters.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, jeez.
124 to 134.
Ha! I won.
Actually,
I want to say.
if
My-
we want to go technical,
My
it's
guess
gonna
was
fill up
10
the
to
chapter.
13.
Animac
wait.
said like 20, didn't he? So Animac was closer to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jeez. That was all the way back in
Yeah.
April. Oh my.
Close to 11 chapters.
We
We've
started
been-
this
we've-
around.
We've been
Like,
in one
the-
chapter for like. Past
1 day for like 10 chapters, yeah.
Yeah. Just.
Goodness
We're all
gracious.
insane.
So much.
Well, the Wonderbolt's still sane after all that, because that was.
You
one
know they're gonna
big
have
day.
some serious post-traumatic stress disorder.
Like we were close to. We as the readers were close to snapping, and we had this
I
worked
wasn't.
up over 3 months.
I
Well,
was.
yeah, you
No.
already were there, Pen. You already.
Oh
that already-
please!
you
When
already snapped.
when Nightshade showed up, you lost your collective shit, Missy.
Exactly.
You were probably you were probably flailing around your room, just going like, "Oh, she's back,"
Shut up!
doing
And
cartwheels.
how many fan art you probably has?
How
like,
the hell did you know what I was doing, Soren? I
Because
wanted
you're
to know.
predictable like that. You're predictable like that, but
Yeah.
We know you. And that's how.
Doing. I wanna-
just by her fan art, I can tell that how much.
Okay, moving on.
It's good. You should take commission.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
all right. All right. Okay.
Standing.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Ben.
Moving on. It's getting crazy.
Comment below if you think Pen's art is amazing and she should do
Shut
permission
up.
to not make
Yes,
a demon screech.
do it.
Suck a dick.
No, I'm
I don't
not.
swing that way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Anyways, moving on. Oh wait, I even forgot to play it. Let me. So Soren, Soren dealing with the consequences involving Little Star. When Penn or not when Penn, when Dash came up to Soren and like started dragging him, I'm like, because at first I'm like, okay, wait, why is she angry? Then I remembered what he did to Little Star, and I was like, oh, it's about to get real.
And then we
okay,
see nothing
Soren's gonna
there.
die.
I remember reading that thinking.
And then it cuts scene. Like, I love the picture though.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I remember reading it and thinking, "Whoa, wait, Dash, calm down. What did he do? He didn't do anything wrong." And then the picture showed up, and I'm like, "Oh, right."
yeah. With everything happened, I kind of forgot about poor Little Star, and I'm just like, oh, and because I figured like, okay, everyone's gonna come together. They realize what needs to happen, but then there's that one little tiny problem stopping from everybody from working cohesively.
The fact that like Star was still semi-traumatized about what happened, I'm like, oh, geez, sorry, you effed up real bad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
is there any dialogue in this chapter?
Huh?
I mean, it could also be, think about it, Star was pretty much alone in the compound after this happened. The compound is a fairly large building from what we've seen. That alone is pretty stressful.
Yeah, she didn't have Squall to go to.
And then no one was in the infirmary when that happened.
Yeah, and then Squall wasn't there, and that's who that's her emotional support.
Stallion.
Yeah.
Little Squall for life.
And if I remember correctly, Squall was practically enraged at what he heard. Like he was just standing there, glaring daggers at him. Like,
I'm
not just what I thought.
Not caring that she was tied around his leg, basically.
And I'm also
Bernard, Squall, and Little Star gonna get together is my question.
I think they're already.
I feel like
Yeah, Squall is Little Star's husbando.
Well, I mean, Star is older than Squall, like by.
She's older than almost everyone.
Misty fly and fire streak.
Almost.
Yeah, Pen has a point here.
But what I'm wondering is if Squall is gonna be so angry at his commander that he's gonna try to start shit with Soarin, and then they're gonna have to work through that, and not to mention how Matemio and Mateo. I keep saying his name wrong.
Everyone has a different pronunciation. We gotta get Coleman to call and see. Okay,
no,
how do you pronounce it?
It is commissary.
Yeah, because Mateo is a Spanish name. So.
Mateo. Okay,
Yeah.
Mateo. Okay.
Yeah, it's Mateo.
I've always been Nadio for some reason. I don't know why.
Mateo.
Anyways, Mateo.
How he's gonna.
Oh.
Mateo. Okay, and then I already forgot how to say a Kenyan. Is it Ost?
Ost? Yeah.
Ost. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. Anyways, so I'm wondering if Mateo. Is it? I forgot already. Mateo.
Daddy, if you
The Griffin. How about we just go with the Griffin?
Yeah, the Griffin. Okay, Bird.
Maddie,
call him Maddie. Just call him Maddie.
Okay, Maddie.
That's what Matt or Maddie. Either one of those two people will know.
Yeah, Maddie, not Manny.
The Maddie. Matty. Double T.
Matty. If he's gonna have any reaction to his squad mate being hurt by his commander, so I'm wondering if Dash's squad are gonna have any, harsh feelings and conflicts with Soarin later on.
I feel like
Not as much of one, given emotions were running high with everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, they might glare daggers for a little while, but they probably do understand that the stress of the commanding officers was really, really high, and especially given what Soren's been going through, well, with the horn, the magic, his friends, being
Tortured.
not his friends and that kind of thing. They might be a little understanding, but they will still like glare daggers at him because of the action in general. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
Agreed.
Squall is probably going to hold the strongest grudge, and Maddie's probably going to be really uncomfortable starting off, but I'm pretty sure as they come to understand the circumstances that it'll eventually start to wear down. But knowing Squall, he's going to have the strongest grudge, so because he's a grudgy pony. So.
Yeah.
grudgy.
Grudgy Pony. That's Squall's new nickname. The Grudgy Pony. Everybody listening, make that a thing. Squall's new name is the Grudgy Pony.
Comment on all
No,
the stories,
no,
hashtag
the
grudgy
grudge.
pony. Comment on all column stories, hashtag grudgy pony.
It's good, but is it better than
Blood
Grump?
Crush?
Yeah, like the who came up with the rhyme with the butt plushie? What was that again?
Wait, what?
Super Grump,
Who
Rump.
did the butt plushie?
Super
Forgot who
Grump.
made it and
That
drew
was
the butt.
Twister.
That was actually in the story. That was Twister that did that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Twister.
It was Twister. Twister. I mean, Twister came up with a pillow-sized blow up of Gilda from that. So I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, that probably has seen a lot of views, but anyway.
Oh boy!
Soul
Griff-
Crush.
Griffins get lonely at night. Very lonely.
God.
PG-13, PG-13, guys.
Alright.
PG-13.
Aw.
Just so,
Okay, I
just
just
so
said
y'all
it has
know,
a lot of views. I
reminder.
didn't say what it was. It could have been like hugging and squeezing and that kind of thing.
I don't
Heavily
think Griffins
pregnant.
hug.
Gilda
Well,
is
they
heavily
do.
pregnant with for a third child.
They have special hugs.
No, well, okay.
They have their hug.
I feel like Gilda's having twins because I mean, like, just like going off of the description of back at the I guess you could say like the
Party.
quote unquote
In the
induction
part
party
two.
back in the 70s chapters. Like,
Oh,
I feel
boy.
like
Way back
Gilda-
when.
I feel like she's having twins. Okay, moving on.
We will only know in God knows how long. This
Yeah.
Com has said that this
Yeah.
might go on for
Probably
like another
200.
year and a half or something
Probably
like that.
God. We're gonna be in business for a while.
He reaches 2 million words in like 200 and something chapters. Well,
Watch
I
this
hope.
We're gonna be in
Story
business
supposed
for
to
a
be
while,
like-
so.
I'm gonna be so disappointed.
I think VK said that he's like in the 6th spot for like the word count or longest story or something like that on Film Fiction.
Like
I don't
Or-
know where she looked this up. I don't know
or
where that stat is.
we can
Watch
look it up later.
Alright,
2018. I'm gonna be so disappointed.
All right.
It is the sixth longest story and can be found. You don't need that one. So, yeah,
Ah.
it is the sixth longest story.
Jeez.
She is
Calm.
Louise. You crazy, Buff Horse! You crazy!
How is Calm sane? Like, how does he still do this?
Dude,
Made
I-
a man for out of Zol's freaking air mattress and blankets last night and sent a picture of me.
He keeps
Fair
saying
point.
from our
Fair point.
he keeps saying from our crazy, from doing this and other stuff.
I can only imagine the poor abuse that his keyboard suffers.
Oh,
Yeah,
he typed
He
on
has
it
an
real-
industrial strength keyboard.
Yeah,
Oh,
he typed on
okay.
it really freaking hard though.
Jeez.
That exists.
Yeah, industrial strength keyboards,
Yeah.
like German keyboards.
The power of German engineering.
They can take a beating and keep on licking.
Whoa!
Moving. Okay, yeah. Moving
That
on.
was not meant to be dirty.
was-
Damn it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. But
Take the licking
Yeah,
keeps
but
on
with
ticking.
this group, everything is. So,
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been off
Let us
topic
continue.
for long enough.
Please.
if you want to see more of our just really, really terrible antics, go on the Discord server. A shameless plug.
You guys.
All right.
Come on,
Anyways,
guys.
moving on. We've been off topic for long enough. Okay. So wait, no, I'm skipping ahead. Where the hell? Okay, we were talking about Little Star. Okay. Wait, no, we were done talking about Little Star. Okay, Spitfire deciding to visit Wave Chill, and
This was adorable. This was absolutely.
oh no, I was like, the
I
fluff.
was literally in tears.
I was reading like
I was in tears. Like, I cleaned out half of my Kleenex box reading that. It was.
I was
I
pretty
hate my ears.
I was pretty stone-hearted about that. What got to me was like Calm addressing, like giving descriptions of the prisoners, and in my head I'm comparing the ones I've like made for my own fic and the ones Calm has here. Like, like
Just the
like
fact.
differences, but still like a bit of similarities. Like one bit is like the crystal eye mask. Like he has it on a stallion, I have it on a mare.
Like
Like-
just the. Oh, are you still talking? Oops, I'm sorry.
Like, and in my story, I have that mare like suffering from like some crazy shit. Like she's like because she's unable to like see proper with the crystals on her eyes. She's like distrustful of reality, and is unsure like distrustful of reality when she's awake, and like is dreaming half the time. And like I have her spouting saying like just considering things like I'm too pure and Daddy, can you pull my mane the way I like it? It's meant to be like kind of loony. So like I'm just wondering. So I'm just
Yo.
We were
wondering like if
talking
this,
about the moment between
Animax
Spitfire
talking.
and Wave Chill, and we went to that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm talking about-
Yeah, I
I'm
think we.
talking about a sequence that happens right like before that, like where like Spitfire's taking a look at the prisoners that are being that also suffer from the crystals.
Okay.
And I was just comparing it to like the scene that I've done like in my own fic, which I've like, in which I have my own character like interacting with those like the prisoners suffering from the crystal bullshit.
Okay. But yeah, definitely this part was just maximum. It was maximum fluff. It was very, very
Yeah, no.
touching. It just so just too much fluff. Too much fluff.
Too much fluff. We haven't had enough fluff for the past 5+ chapters.
Actually,
And
Yeah.
chapters.
We need
That
a
is
break,
true.
man.
Yeah.
You think Spitfire has the authority to marry people?
Like a cat. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, she is a captain, but I don't think.
I mean, they got Luna there, so
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
Luna would have the power, but as he said, no one's
feel like-
getting.
I feel like by the end of the story, Soarin and Dash, and at least Soarin and Dash, and
no one.
Misty and Firestreak are gonna wind up married.
I think.
from all already.
I already have
Married
Oh.
or engaged.
Next generation fan art plan for this already. Like,
That reminds me. If anyone asked whether Highwinds and like Blaze are married, like as
You've already
Yeah.
asked that, and Calmwind has already responded to that question on a Mac. Remember, you were in a.
no, off the top of my head, no.
I'm lost.
Yeah, Calm said. I think I don't remember what he said, but I remember you and him talking about it in the Skype chat like a couple weeks ago at least.
No, that may have been about something else.
Are you sure? I remember you brought up. Okay. Anyways, we're getting really off track here.
Yeah.
Where were we? Okay. Spitfire visiting Wave Chill. It was the fluff, like massive amounts of fluff, and it feels good to have fluff again. Even though it had a tinge of sadness because Calmwind likes to make his yeah.
I was like, baby. Okay.
Calmwind likes to
It was very bittersweet.
yeah. He
This
likes
was it was a very bittersweet scene to read, and if you're like me, visualize, because it's just, I mean, come on, like the person you love, well, okay, the pony / person, the character you love more than anything in the
Or
world is
Your lover, like,
is like he or she is bedridden. He can't do anything other than just look at you, and even then that takes up most of his energy, and he's there trying to talk to her, trying to interact with her, and all he can do is just stay there and listen, and it's like, oh man.
And
That must be so hard, like wanting to talk, wanting to do something more than listen. But I feel like right now that's what Spitfire wants, is just someone to talk to. So it's like, yeah.
Shit, I know VK could not make it tonight, but she did. I think she did a fic about with her visiting Spitfire visiting Wave Chill and helping with Waves of Fire. That's it. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't read that yet.
I saw it pop up like whenever it was ago.
So if you guys want, if shameless plug of VK's fic here, if anybody listening to this enjoyed that, you guys should definitely go check it out.
Shout out to DK.
Yeah, we miss you. Okay, moving on.
Beautiful.
I didn't know how to transition from that. Still getting used to this hosting business. So Soarin and Dash in the barracks. This was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this scene followed by the scene with Spitfire. I'm like, oh god, you're weaponized cuteness.
We needed this chapter.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Really did.
We deserve it. Not
really
even need it. We deserved it.
We just. I mean, come on.
Deserve anything?
I mean, come on. After all the pain he's caused us with like teasing Silver's possible death, I mean, come on. Like we needed.
No.
Like
we need
legit.
this.
We needed this.
There might have been a revolt. I don't know how we would have pulled off a
There
revolt.
probably would have been like an
We
offline
would've.
rebellion against him. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
We would have had like anti Wonderverse groups made and trying to figure out how to kill it all. Like, let's just go be completely honest.
Implying that there isn't already. I mean, there's not, but I know a good chunk of people that, like I've mentioned, like, oh yeah, no, the best story involving Best Pony Soarin is this, and then they're like, oh, I don't like Kamlin, I don't like his works, and that means I don't like you now, and I'm like, okay,
That's not how anything works.
fuck you too, buddy.
What time?
No thanks, you're not my type. I'm sorry.
8:30.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Zol!
You shouldn't open your mouth for these things. Like, you more than anyone should know this.
Pen, the day you beat Zol in a pun-off is the day I cosplay as Princess Soarin in a dress with a fake horn and my hair dyed
We're
blue.
gonna have a pun off on
I
the
will
daily
never
now,
beat
so
I will never beat him, and I'm actually happy for that because he has cheered me up a lot with his puns. So, and his factor.
And his fat joke.
I'm waiting for the day he makes a cat pun. Like, has he ever made any cat puns yet?
He's made a pun with cherry soda and talking about popping cherries. I'm like, okay then.
I think I just gave him an idea about cat puns. Shit. I
No.
shouldn't have said
A cat
he just
pun
takes out like
really,
a journal, flips it
just-
open,
That's
starts
a hairy
writing.
topic. I can't touch it. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna go and hide in the corner now. Goodbye, world.
Yes,
Come on
good.
now.
God. You guys.
This is why Zoljen is the pun master.
This is why his
The
The
mouth
sad
is
thing
troll
is I do
slot.
this at work because I work retail and I have
See,
no life.
my friend could learn so much from you because your puns are good.
My puns are like below tier puns. So
Well, I mean,
They're
like,
like
no, they're good. They're okay. My friend's puns, they're
Okay.
Are they all
forced.
fan puns?
Yes, and they're forced. They're just, they're bad, and moving on. just thinking about them makes me sad. So,
Moving
anyways,
on. My goodness.
Soarin
when
and
I was reading
oh, okay, hang on, Dragon. Sorry, brain.
when I was reading this solid like last half of the chapter, all I was hearing in my head, not sure if any of you here or any of you guys listening know of the musical Phantom of the Opera.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you posted about
But
that.
all I heard in my head was All I Ask From You during that whole scene, because it fits it so well. Like, oh my god.
The first thing that I thought of when I was reading that, like the huge Soarin Dash moments in the barracks, was whenever you call by Mariah Carey. It was like the first thing I ended up thinking of. I'm pretty sure, like, if any of you knows that song, watching or listening to this, or it's like right here, right now, if you know what that song is, I will love you forever because
I do not.
it pulls at the heartstring.
The song that comes to mind in that part, I can't remember the name, but it's like kind of like a soft jazz kind of tune, like a very mellow soft jazz. I don't know why.
I am tempted to start acapelling the saxophone part of Careless Whisper.
No,
No,
not that,
that's-
not that. That's for more fun times.
But I'm not allowed to partake in those fun times. I'm too young.
So you're older than me.
Oh my gosh. No, stop.
Damn it, Zol!
This is what you signed up for,
Yeah,
sweet.
and-
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay. And definitely. And then the couple of lines that got me in this part, were of course I'm worried about my squad, about the elites, about every pony else, especially Silver. Yeah, I'm angry at you about Star, but that was just about the last straw. What really shook me was hearing about the horn. I thought seeing Silver was the last thing I would have to deal with today, but then... Dash ended with a
Same.
groan, spilling it all out and completely
Same.
flopping against Soren's side, her plot scooting out beneath her as she sank down. So definitely, she was pissed about what Soren did, but just literally everything else just came crashing down
I
on
was
her. And
just
she
kind of
just,
like, yeah, I'm mad about that, but there's just too much on my plate right now for me to feel mad.
yeah,
Hence why the chapter is called The Longest Day, because
yeah.
too much is gone in the past 24 hours. Nothing is working. And it's just, I mean, she deserves to rant. She deserves to feel like this because it's like, you can't blame her because, I mean, like, she's new. This is all going down so fast. And then just hearing that her girlfriend had the right mind to do something, like, even in like, everyone was out of whack. And it's just like, I mean, man, this is just stressful for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, if you compare, like, Dash at the beginning, like, I'm gonna join the Wonderbolts, it's gonna be so fun, we're gonna do so many tricks, and then she, like, dies,
this-
like, at least 4 times with the Wonderbolts.
Yeah, and not to
I mean,
mention, her heroes are getting beat up. Her loved one is, like, being put through, like, some unholy magical torture that...
Physical and mental torture.
Yeah, mental anguish.
I mean, like, because I remember at the very beginning of this entire series, she was looking at the Wonderbolts like, oh my gosh, they're so cool. But then she learned about their military side, and then things started going downhill. And yes, there have been a lot of happy parts, but it's like once part 3 of Piercing the Heavens started, it all just started spiraling downhill.
Yeah,
And
no.
Oh my
No, I
god.
don't think she
What
minded the
happened?
military side,
What happened
but
to her?
Any of y'all going to be pissed off if this just ends up to be Rainbow's fan fiction about the Wonderbolts?
Yes, very.
Yes,
Because
very.
we are committed to
Oh my
this.
gosh,
Like,
that actually
that's
happened.
when the
His
actual
address.
revolt will
I
start.
will go and attack him.
That's
So,
when the revolt would start.
Zol, what did you
So
say?
many
So many anti-Wonderverse groups would be formed.
Tom, if you're listening, don't do it. For the love of God.
My god, please
all
don't.
a dream.
Kill you.
Yeah, what
Just don't do it.
Like,
what were you saying, Zol? You were saying something?
And this is all a dream.
No, I meant before that.
That I think she's already from the beginning, like in flying her wings sky high.
I think
Head
so,
in the
yeah.
Clouds. No, Head in the Clouds is the first one.
Yeah.
Like, she's known about the military side, and that really didn't stop her.
Yeah.
I just don't think she was, prepared for how dark the military side can actually be.
Yeah.
I don't think she really realized that either, because she wasn't aware of their military side before Spitfire mentioned it. So it was like once the very first combat back in Head in the Clouds, that was when she started to realize, wow, there's more to being a Wonderbolt. And then this happened, and then she's like, I was really unprepared for this. So it doesn't matter how much
She's been
training.
in that before.
How come we haven't seen a sonic rain boom yet?
We have.
Like,
I think we've seen one or two rain booms before.
I want to say we've seen about 3.
Actually,
Or
technically,
were those Sonic Blast-offs? I don't remember.
yeah, technically
I
speaking,
think they were Blast-offs.
I thought
Like-
Were
I
they
thought she did. I thought it was like a combination of both. No.
No, because I remember
Yeah.
back in the tryouts, she tried doing the blast off on the one of the tryouts days, and she also unlocked her copycat abilities more. They were like more profound during the tryouts. But
Okay.
I think lately all
Actually-
we've really seen is rain booms and rain booms, Sonic blast offs.
I was
well,
wondering maybe a sonic rain boom could be weaponized against the shadow bolts.
Weaponized.
Like, has anyone seen Smiley
Shadow Ball
HD
can't
where
be blasted with. It's just good.
Rainbow Sonic Rain Boom kicks
that head off.
Peyton in the head?
Test the rainbow, motherfucker.
Okay.
Not that kind.
Aww.
No
Calm
one was
yourself.
going there, Soarin. I mean,
And-
Pen might have mentally, but she didn't say it.
She was thinking it.
Oh
Wait, the
yeah.
fountain.
Yeah,
she
she was
thinking it.
definitely-
That's Sut's point.
She was definitely thinking.
Anyways, moving on.
I
Oh,
can I say something?
yeah, go ahead.
'Cause I was actually trying to say something about the sonic booms and all that kind of thing. That Tom actually made a point about that everyone else can do like a sonic boom. When Rainbow does it, the light reflects off of her mane and tail, and that's what makes the rain boom. That same
Ah.
effect.
Oh, okay.
He actually describes that in
sense.
one of the chapters.
It makes sense because I mean, like, it seems pretty impractical that no other Pegasus, like canonized in the show, can do a sonic boom. But considering Rainbow's colors and how science works, of course, she would probably be one of the very few in the world that would ever be able to do a sonic boom. So I mean,
Right. Because Soarin's Sonic Blastoff, as it got renamed, is he literally goes from a dead stop to Mach 1, which there's the first Sonic boom.
Yeah.
and yet he
So-
doesn't create Rainbow. But I'm pretty sure if Rainbow does it, there has to be
Yeah.
some sort.
There's like a
Light
little bit of rainbow
refraction.
effect.
There has to be something.
Was this? I'm trying to remember this, but I honestly do not remember.
It's during he goes into detail about it during the tryouts.
Okay.
When everyone is describing like, oh, I'm this and this and that and that and this, and she's like, oh, there's nothing really special about me, because I think Stormfront brought it up because she mimicked his double tap. I was like, oh, there's nothing really special about me. When I make a sonic boom, the light reflects off my mane and it turns rainbowy. So
I think she also meant, like, I could be wrong, but I feel like that would be like a description that Twilight told her, like just because like she was like, how is a rainbow? How am I creating a sonic rainbow?
well, if
I
that
feel
was
like-
the case, it was done off camera. So,
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
So
but
either
Again-
Soarin or Twilight informed her about that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't
I
remember.
might want to get back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
We're getting a wee bit too technical here.
Wondercast off-topic edition.
That's
Yeah.
almost everyone.
yeah, that's every like Wondercast. So I don't know what would be different.
As long as
Yeah.
We'll get
As-
able to let it out when this part ends.
we don't spend too much of it off topic, I don't mind if we have our tangents like how often we
Okay.
have them during this.
Wait,
Um,
literally every point we make.
yeah. And then Soarin treating Dash's wound. This part this part,
I think this part tugged my hearts a bit more than the other two sweet moments, because this was just
this for now. I go through wound care, so this part it was a bit rough for me.
It's like a bit struck a nerve.
How
Yeah.
accurate were they?
Well, I mean, I have a special antibiotic thing that I use, and it burns like a motherfucker. So.
I meant how accurate did Calm write the wound?
Well, I mean, just the wound. Well, I mean, like that's basically with like any wound. So I mean, I'm pretty sure all of you have had like alcohol poured on something and how much it burns.
Ow.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I just, I was just like, it's rough, and I'm like, yeah. But I'm pretty sure that was everybody's reaction.
I don't know what made me cringe more: the actual cleaning up of the wound or the description of the wound, because the description of the wound sounded really, really bad. Like,
I mean, it's a bite mark. That's not gonna sound pleasant.
No, it's just like I just
stop freaking out about this.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I was just like thinking that it wasn't going to be as bad as I thought it was just going to be like a little like major bruising, a little bit of like cuts, like broken skin. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, I envisioned it something completely different, and this popped up, and I just curled up in a ball and cringed because it just just sounded so painful.
And then the part, well, I mean, and then not also that, but she's also doing this and like describing everything in detail about how she felt at that moment. So I want to say that it was fluff, but at the same time, it was a bit rough to read.
It was really bittersweet, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
I feel like that's the general theme of this chapter.
Hang on. Zoljen's trying to talk here.
Sorry.
The reason why Soarin had her describe everything that was going on was to take her mind off the wound.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, because she was talking about how she got the wound, which is kind of ironic. But I think talking about it helped her deal with the pain more, somehow, some way. I don't know how that works, but
psychology. It's a wondrous thing that I don't understand.
Brains are weird, but
yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, especially when mine doesn't work.
Same though. Relatable.
People have shot themselves in the head in the temple with a gun for depression.
Okay.
Or survived, and then they no longer have had depression.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the bullet lobotomized them.
Yeah, we're getting into some really heavy stuff here.
Moving away, like that was more than off topic. Okay. Anyways.
Sorry.
Moving on.
And then the biggest tease strikes again.
One of the worst teases ever. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Just because it's the biggest tease we know doesn't mean that like he's the biggest tease he knows.
Oh God, mindfuck.
Oh my God, these mind games. Stop it.
Anyways, but
like I feel like Calmwood would be a master interrogator, like somehow.
Okay, let's get back on the track.
Jeez, we are all over the place tonight. But what they didn't know was that things were not well on the other side either.
Oh, never mind. I know what's going on.
I remember closing, like just staring blankly at the screen, closing out the tab, going to my bed and just screaming in my pillow because I was just like, "Come, I'm gonna kill you!" It's just,
I'm pretty sure all of us.
Earlier, I would have killed him when I was at his house.
I'm pretty sure all of us have at one point
no
said
murdering
that.
Buff Horse, Pen, no murdering Buff Horse.
She tried tackling him.
He called me twice.
It was funny. She tried. It's just kind of like open arms, catch, hug.
So I'm going to eat you.
Freaking finally, I made it.
Be honest.
Jim got here like right at the end.
God.
Don't worry too much, Jim. We can have some fun when we stop recording.
Well, we still have to do Cider Fest story time.
Yay!
All right, but we're almost we are almost there. So
we're talking about the teas right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're talking about the teas. So this is. Yeah, sure, go for it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So, just jumping up theories. I feel like this is like, okay, how am I gonna say this? I can't find words. So, what he's gonna do? He's going to go like the setting's gonna change to the Shadowbolt Fortress, and it's going to show like their point of view from what happened. Like obviously that's like the first thing you're gonna think of, like Shadowbolt point of view, because I mean, come on, things were not going well on the other side either. Like that's literally just a red flag saying, "Ding, ding, ding, we got problems over here. We're gonna go more in depth into that." But am I the only one who's thinking or like hoping for like a rapid fire point of view for this? I don't know why. I'm the biggest sympathizer for all of the bad people, ponies, characters, whatever you want to call them.
I'd like
to-
I'd like
like,
to
I
see
don't know
some.
why.
Hang
I'd
on.
like
I
to
think
see
there's
some positive
one
points
person
from
who has
rapid
you
fire.
beat.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That was like the first thing I thought of. Just like as it gets more in depth into the Shadowball problems, like their personal problems, like how they're gonna react to Nightshade coming back the way she is, like how she gonna like is she gonna try to hide it from them? Is she gonna like
Oh,
push them all away and like threaten to
She's-
kill another person again? Pony?
she's
My
probably
goodness.
going to actually make an example out of somebody. She has to.
Oh, that's true though. But
I mean,
Oh,
if you go back to the Shadowbolt code, the strongest leads. If she comes back weak, she needs to reassert that strength.
that is
Otherwise,
true.
Even
But I
then, she
feel
would,
like
could
I
still
mean
be
like
subject to
you have-
like a conspiracy mutiny.
Oh,
But,
and, then,
I mean,
and then
like-
Penn's just all giddy.
No, that can wait after the podcast.
Okay.
Penn was fangirling for a second, but anyways, like, cause I feel like, cause going back to what happened, I think it was the last chapter when like Spitfire and them came back, and like the set and Starry Skies came back, and confronted her, or at least tried to. She was in such a broken state. So my question is, how is she gonna fix herself in time to
here's the
portray
thing.
her as that? Because I mean, like, yes, she's Nightshade, but even she has to have her moments of doubt, like obviously. So, like, that's my question.
Here's the thing. She cannot afford that doubt. She cannot afford weakness.
That too.
She cannot afford to do that. So
Yeah, even though
that
she
is why
Hang on, Automac, let Jim finish.
that is why I strongly suspect that she's going to end up making an example out of the first person that asks her, "Whoa, are you all right?" She's probably going to splatter them all over the walls. And
Most likely, like, let's just be completely honest here. That's something they should.
Please let that be rapid.
No.
Oh, God.
no, it's probably going to be an unnamed Shadow Bolt.
Yeah.
Watch it be Shadow.
Okay.
Watch it be Shadow. Because I mean, like, because I think it was her that kept on saying, "Why did you leave so and so back there? He needed our help." And then everyone's just like, "No." Everyone's like, every pony for themselves here. Watch it be Shadow who asks if she's okay, and she gets pummeled into the wall. I'm calling you right now. It's gonna be Shadow.
She's
Calm
she's
yourself.
going to make an
Okay,
example out
man.
of someone.
But
That much is clear.
Someone actually dies.
And she is going to say, next person who questions my ability to command, I'm going to tear you apart.
exactly.
Are there any more questions?
Guys, let's stop before Pin
Something that I'm
actually
envisioning.
literally dies.
Hang on, we're almost to the fun part.
Zoe knows why. Zoe knows exactly why. Sorry to give hints, but I'm not going to, Zoe.
Whoa.
Honestly, I think the point of view that we're going to cut to is from Moon's point of view. The last time we saw
Oh my
a
goodness.
window
yeah.
into the Shadow Bolts, it was from Moon's perspective.
That's true. Though.
I mean, we don't know, like, what his allegiance is to or what he's there for.
He's
Am I the only one who feels like he's a double agent thingy, whatever? Like, or maybe he like not technically with the Shadow Bolts, but there just because he has nowhere else to go.
He's there for a very particular reason.
Yeah.
He's there for a reason.
And
Nobody just know
My
what.
thoughts are that reason has to do with Iris.
Whoever this
Yeah.
Iris character is, it has to do something with. I'm assuming it's a her. So
No, it's been stated that Iris is a she.
it's a she. Okay, Iris is a she. My goodness. So
One of the few people that Moon was close to, and now she's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
did it ever specify what happened to her? Did she die? Did she?
We
run away?
we don't
Like,
we don't know.
We don't
Exactly.
know. Moon isn't talking,
like, I
and
feel like-
Descent was not able to find her when he was gathering up renegades.
oh, that's true. Oh, right.
Nightshade may have got a hold of her.
Oh boy.
And if we're going off of my personal theory, in more ways than one,
Oh,
personally, I think Nightshade is borrowing Iris's body.
Well, oh,
boy.
With
Whoa!
Oh,
what?
Because keep in
Oh.
mind, at the
And
end
not in
of
the
Flying
fun way.
Sky High, she literally exploded.
But she's still technically the same physical
Sh-
form. So
she-
how would that
but-
technically work?
But no, but the crystals alter.
Organic
Yeah,
transmutation.
yeah, they alter the physical makeup of the body. So changing, making,
right.
yeah, like you could change
Yeah,
the main color, muscle structure,
something
all
is-
that.
Something as simple
This got
as
disturbing
altering
fast.
the
Our
physical
body
form of
into-
somebody, that's like a drop in the bucket as far as what these things can do.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And then
So,
this is fake chaos magic, right? The crystals, or that's
Yeah.
what that's what.
artificial chaos magic, yes.
So who's to say that there isn't crystals like that that produce real chaos magic? So their power could be untold. Because these crystals got
One
to
of
come
my-
from somewhere and are based off of something.
One of my theories actually is that they have some sort of area within the Shadow Bolt Fortress where they use to either produce more crystals or to experiment with them to see what more they can do with them. Like
I-
what else, sort of like a crystal laboratory where they can experiment with what more they can do just from those crystals. And I feel like they might have developed something that could have allowed Nightshade to do something like that. Take
there's-
over his body.
There's no doubt that there's a location like that. That I think can be that's a basic postulate of this entire story so far. Is
I mean,
there's
they're
obviously
getting-
a place where Nightshade is testing out what these crystals can do.
Maybe that's where
Question
she's been all the
are
time.
they produced on the Shadowbolt Fortress itself, or are they being brought in by a mysterious benefactor?
Yeah, didn't
Well, I mean-
Nightshade say, or wasn't she taught when Soarin and Dash got brought aboard the compound? She was talking to somebody, or was referring to a conversation earlier that
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
She was
it's
saying
one.
that the crystals are being brought to them.
no. That was a conversation between Descent, Starry Skies, and Soarin and Dash, where Descent was explaining that that Kane Ost was supplying the Shadowbolt Fortress with the crystals as payment for contracts.
Oh, okay.
And so meaning that they're doing something for this Kanos character. We don't even know he's a pony yet. They're doing something for this character in exchange for these crystals. And so right now it's
So far, it's been trying to get Soarin and eradicate the Wonderfuls.
Mhm, but I remember
More
very
specifically, the
quickly back.
magic in Soarin,
Yeah, but
which we strongly suspect is Sombra's magic.
we don't know. Watch him pull a complete something out of his ass. It probably is Sombra, but knowing Calm, I don't want to get invested in one theory just yet.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
We already ended one expansive theory set for a different Sombra. We don't need another one right now, Soaring.
I remember that back in Head in the Clouds, when Starry Skies Descent and Nightshade first appeared, they came looking for, I think it was the elements of harmony, and then they ended up, there's this whole, like, everything started to change, and then now their target is Soarin. And so it's like, what was their original motive? What was their purpose?
Their original motive, I thought, was to eliminate the elements of the elements of harmony.
Thought too. That's what I thought too. But then
harmony.
Elements of the I don't know why, but
elements of the harmony.
Their original goal was to destroy Ponyville. Now, here's
Well,
is where
the elements of harmony, which their location, since they didn't know who the elements belonged to, they decided, okay, let's just wipe Ponyville off the face of the earth.
Hey.
I don't know, like, because I know that somehow, some way, their original move was to somehow do something with the elements, whether it was get rid of them or bring them back with them and like take them to
Get rid of them.
Yeah, it was to get rid of them.
Well, then again, there were also tornadoes, so most likely get rid of them. But like now, after they found out about what happened to Soarin, it's like all of that just completely went away, and now they want something to do with Soarin. I feel like it's something with the magic that was used on him, Sombra magic. New theory.
Well, I definitely think that whoever has this plan, eliminating.
I have a new theory.
Okay. All right, Jim, are you okay? Should I be worried?
That didn't sound healthy.
A dozen different connections.
Okay, all right. Well, let me continue on, and then you can all blow our mind with your new theory. But anyways,
I have a new theory too.
Okay, all right. Let me. I definitely think eliminating the because this is all like, I feel like this is a plan that has been in the making for years before all of this stuff took place. Like, this is the person carefully moving everything into place. That way, whoever this person is or group, they can come out of the shadows, and then everything will be right there for them to use for whatever purpose. I think that eliminating the elements was step one. They would have probably gone after the princesses or Princess Celestia because she had the magic. That would have been step two. But due to the Wonderbolts completely stopping them and Soarin getting the magic in him, they had to readjust their plan. So they're like, okay, well the Wonderbolts are a bigger threat than we realized, and their commander also has something we need. So let's do two birds with one stone. Get their commander and eradicate them.
I'm gonna boil to you in the process.
Yeah.
But okay, Jim, your theory.
Okay. So this is gonna have to go all the way back to soft-spoken with a big heart.
Oh,
I just reread that too.
Oh, no.
Okay, so do you remember how the train that they were on suddenly and mysteriously derailed?
Yeah.
Thanks to a blizzard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if that wasn't an accident?
Jim, stop it.
Jim,
What?
Stop.
Where is this going? Where is this going, Jim?
What if
What
Kane Ost was behind it?
Well, then he apparently needed to...
What if that was one of his attempts to get the elements of harmony out of play? He didn't know who they were. All he knew is they were going to be on that train. So, derail the train,
Have them.
one train, and elements of harmony are out of play, and he can do whatever nefarious thing he wants to do.
Yeah.
Then that doesn't work. So, when he realizes, okay, they've safely made it back home, you know what? Now I'm going to just wipe their home off the face of the planet. That fails. Due to the Shadow Bolts encountering the Wonderbolts. Then he's like, okay, fine. Looks like the Wonderbolts Actually, no. I'm wrong.
Elements of
Correct
harmony.
that part.
Oh.
He's going to go after the elements of harmony again, but then he hears about what Celestia does to save Soarin's life. So,
Where's this
all
going?
of a sudden, the power of Sombra is now in a single pony that he can actually strike at. So, what does he do? He hires all of the Shadow Bolts to take down the Wonder Bolts and bring Soarin to him. Actually, no. First, the contract is bring Soarin to him. That's all that the contract was. Well, we all know how that turned out.
Yeah.
So, in the aftermath of that, it's like, okay, Wonderbolts are going to be a bigger problem. I don't like problems. Solve it. So, the contract expands to kill all the Wonderbolts
And nab their
bring
commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely whoever this entity is or group is, they're adjusting their path accordingly.
To what's going on?
Yeah. And I definitely think that this whatever is at play here, this has been going on for like a long time. Like they are in it for the long game, and they're
They're in it for the long run.
because didn't Celestia or I can't remember, I can never remember this, like, but when Discord revealed that to Luna that the prophecy image wasn't true, I definitely think that this whoever the entity is, he has a way of, maybe he has a similar power, or maybe he's just good at predicting things.
Okay.
Finding out what ponies are gonna do.
And here's a question.
Yeah. One is. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
what is Can Ost's a new adjustment going to be now that the Lunar Guard, like, is it with the Wonderbolts?
That's hard to say.
Yeah. I would assume that the Wonderbolts have a lot of enemies, and since they're like a couple hundred or 1,000-year-old organization, they have some long time running enemies and blood feuds, I assume. So I assume
They have
if
allies and they have enemies, and some of them will possibly know to do them this person.
Well,
Like,
huh?
I wouldn't know about that.
Hang on, Zol wants to say something.
another thing is he could just be tired of it, and he could just say, if I can't have it, no one can, and we'll just try to eradicate them.
Maybe.
Instead of capture, just go for the all-out kill.
Well,
my thing.
I definitely feel that this group or entity is definitely playing the long game. Like, they're like, okay, I've waited this long, I'm going to adjust my path accordingly. I can wait a bit longer.
yeah, there is an end goal in mind,
Yeah.
and
Like, I will get what I want. If it takes a bit longer, then fine, but I will get what I want.
there is a crackpot theory that there is little to no evidence supporting it, but it's just my gut feeling. I think that end game is the Black Dragons.
And somehow Sombra's... Oh, wait, yeah, no, because somebody said that...
Sombra's magic
Yeah.
sealed away the Black Dragon in conjunction with Celestia and Luna's power.
Yeah.
Sombra was one of the key figures in sealing them away.
That may have been me who recommended to notice that. Or you, it could be either one of us, Jim.
Yeah, I remember we were discussing it before, but now it's starting to make a lot more sense. Now that we're talking this through.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, can I talk?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, go for it.
Okay.
Let it all out.
Okay, so back to, what was it, Head in the Clouds. Back when Celestia did her whole magic voodoo thingy on Sombra. Well,
Soarin.
she said it was dark magic. She said it was dark magic on Sombra. Soarin, duh. I'm sorry. So, she said it was part of Sombra's dark magic. Well, that magic, as previously stated, was transferred into Soarin to help him keep him alive. Hence why he needs the horn and everything, otherwise it's just gonna blow his head up. So, what the Shadowbolts want, this is probably a given already. They want Soarin for something. I feel like they want Soarin this is probably a very common thought, is because of his magic. But the use of that magic is going to go into possibly giving Sombra a new body, which leads to unlocking the things that kept the black dragons away. Hence why they want something, but then where does it go there? It's like, what happens after the black dragons are released? What do they want to do with it? What do they want to do with that magic? What do they want to do with these entities? What is their actual end game motive? More, it's like, I know that it's past getting Soarin because they want something with it. And so it's either to give Sombra a new body or just use Soarin's magic to unleash these black dragons and just do something to the world. Like, or just have them under their control for their own personal gain. It's like, after they get Soarin, then what's after that? And so it's like,
yeah, exactly. That is exactly where my mind is right now. My personal thought is they're going to take Soarin's power, well, which is basically Sombra's power, leave Sombra's consciousness where it is, and use it to unlock the Black Dragons, and then subsequently steal the Black Dragon's power.
I would figure that they're gonna I figure they're gonna take if I figure, like, isn't the magicness essentially Sombra's consciousness? So, like, if they somehow extract the magic from Soarin, wouldn't that mean that they're also extracting Sombra's consciousness from Soarin, and he ends
there
up...
There may be a way to separate the two. We're not sure.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
it may be that they need to take it, the whole thing, including the consciousness, and they have some way to suppress that consciousness so that they can bend it to their will. They may be able to just pull the power away from the consciousness. We have no idea at this point.
There's also the fact... oops.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's also the fact that I have to think of that...
Alright, anyways, I really want to get to Penn and Zol's Cider Fest time, so if we don't have, so we just have, like, three more things to go over. Just really quick, because we already spent so much time talking about going really in-depth with theories. What we want to happen next chapter. Wait, Dragon, hang on, what were you saying?
You guys were bringing up,
Wait, what?
Like, you guys were bringing up the Black Dragons as, like, something with a sort of power. I'm not sure if they are. They might be people that sort of worship Sombra to an extent, or...
Yeah.
Actually, it has been defined what the Black Dragons are.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, without knowing what the Black Dragons were, they wouldn't be able to make the Black Dragon simulation. So, I mean, it had to be something. They know what a Black Dragon is. They know its power. So...
Alright,
Alright, guys. I forgot the simulation.
Alright, guys. I'd love to continue talking about this, but Penn has to go to school tomorrow, and I know we are going to be here. That is true. But I mean, if we continue talking about the Black Dragon and Samba, we are going to be here all night, and I'm already limited on hard drive space as it is.
I have practiced.
Yeah, no, let's.
All right, so let's move on.
Let's save this for the next podcast. Let's make a note somewhere that
I figured we can talk about this during, like, I'm making a list of things that we could talk about during the break. During the break between Arc 4 or Arc 3 and 4.
Like crack theories or something?
Yeah, like we could talk about character discussions, theories, stuff that theories that we could talk about that would go on for a good while.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Okay, so just really quick, what we want to happen next chapter?
Interaction, for me personally, interaction between Nightshade and Rapid Fire of some sort.
We had a little snippet of that, some chapters ago, but it wasn't the good kind. So.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Jim, or What do you want to happen next chapter? If you were to
Honestly, what I want to see is how the Shadow Bolts are coping, and personally, what I think would be an excellent little teaser is some more concrete mention of Kane Ost.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I could totally see someone running in and talking to Nightshade like, "Ma'am, it's him."
And she's just like,
Nightshade
fuck.
just stiffens and it's like, "No one disturb me. I'm going to my quarters. If you walk in, you die." And then just slams the door.
No, what's gonna happen is that the person
And get that look off your face.
The Shadow Bolt's gonna be like, "Ma'am, it's him," and she's gonna be like, "I don't feel like dealing with this right now." She goes into her room, "But ma'am, stay out of it!" And she like slams the door in the face, and the person's just like,
You know, it could go either way, honestly.
like either way, Nightshade's gonna be like, "I'm not in the freaking mood for this. Just leave me the hell alone." So I'm just gonna go cry and punch more ponies in her, punch her back. But anyways,
Alrighty, Zoljen?
Why does why do you look like you're trying to suppress a laugh?
Nothing at all.
It's probably
Let's
Zol.
move on now.
It's
Let's move on
probably
now.
Zol.
No.
No.
Give it that a
I'm
Nightshade.
I'm not saying anything. Let's move on now, shall we? Yes.
Is it
Okay.
Nightshade?
Okay. Anyways,
you say her name again, she's gonna.
moving on.
Yeah.
All right, moving on, and then we'll get to Ciderfest story time.
Juice.
Zoljen, what would you like to happen next chapter? Anything? just cough. Yeah.
Go on and die, then.
Stuff.
That's what you want.
What?
Stop.
Stop.
Just
What?
stop.
Can I use your answer, Zol?
Just stuff. Yeah. All right.
Stop. Who?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So
Stuff.
just stuff.
Wars.
All right.
Oh.
So moving on to the part that we've all been waiting for. Ciderfest story time.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
That was fun.
All right. So
Okay,
I guess
sorry.
Penn will take the lead. I'm gonna shut up now.
Alright, so pretty much it started out when Bugpwn, he did come to escort me and my mom back there, so he came here Sunday. We kind of chilled out Monday because the dumbass miscounted days.
Because I'm a dumbass and derp. Anyway, my vacation from work started on the 21st. I went out to Roanoke the next day, so I left on a Saturday. I thought, oh yeah, I miscounted the days. I'm going to arrive on Monday at like 2 o'clock. Sunday. So that was my first derp moment. So I got to hang out with Penn and her mother all of Sunday.
Yep.
Well, Sunday afternoon anyway. And then Monday, I got to meet her aunt of a cow, Stephanie.
Love how this is going to be on the internet.
But
Does it look like we give it crap?
No, let the Bugpwn continue speaking.
Oh my
Like, anyway, I got to meet her and get the rudest introduction ever, so moving on. I also got to meet the other Stephanie that they know, who is then as a rail. But she was nice, she greeted me back, she shook my hand and everything, and it's like, this is how a proper greeting goes. I like you. I don't like the cow, so.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on the cow.
I did get picked up from a bug after school, and I came home like, Mom, can I keep it? So.
Yeah, I made a run to their Dollar General. I walked to their Dollar General store, and then I timed it so that way I only had to wait. Well, actually, I waited, I think, about half an hour for her at basically where her bus dropped her off. And I got to see her hop off the bus, run around in front of the bus, and run up the hill before she finally stopped. and looked and went, oh, yeah, there's a bug here. So
Sorry. But that day we came home, and as soon as we do, he goes to his room, gets his computer. He's like waiting for me to go upstairs, and I'm just like, okay. So finally, we kind of go upstairs. He starts making the puns and the fat jokes because it wouldn't be anything without the fat jokes. So yeah, fat jokes, stuff like that. I kind of packed stuff that
Married
night.
with Children gives me a lot of material.
A lot. But next day we kind of had till like the afternoon. Then we headed out around 5. I think we got on the bus.
We got on the bus at around 4:30. Actually, yeah, we got on the bus at around 5 because it was late.
Yeah.
So
that bus was like an hour long. The next one was like 8 fucking hours long. Yeah. I mean, I think it was the third bus that was like 7 or 8 hours that had no leg space at all. Like it was so cramped. So
yeah,
a pillow was bug pwned.
That's adorable.
But we got there, but we didn't get there till what time? 2? The next day, I think.
Yeah, we got there at around 2, and then tasted calm, and that's when he came over, picked us up, and then we got to stay at his place for a night.
Oh my god.
I feel like this is.
That was amusing. It's like, it was funny because the first thing he does when I get there, I'm sitting on the couch, he brings up his nightshade plushie, and I'm like, oh my god! I hug it. I literally slept with the thing. I hug it. Get back. It was fun. We got to watch play video games. But the next day, he brought us to the hotel where we had to wait for check-in, which was until a few hours later. But once we checked in, we got the first part of the hotel room. The other one they were still working on, so we were on the 15th floor, very high up. But we just kind of chilled there. Then Dest arrived, like later on that day, around 3. As soon as he comes to the door, I'm like, oh my god, Dest, get over here! I hug him. I was pretty happy when I saw Witchy and Asil. Of course, still I wanted to strangle for being a heartbreak, but I didn't have the heart to, because I'm too much of a nice person. Witchy,
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't have
happy.
the heart.
Yeah, so we pretty much hung out that day. So we just kind of settled in, got our stuff ready.
I enlisted the boys to go get dinner.
Yep. Pretty much, I think Calm showed up Friday, right?
Yeah, he showed up Friday around noon, just after opening ceremonies.
Let's just say every time I got a hug from him, I was red and I was squealing.
Yeah, it was almost like a red balloon.
Yeah. And he bought me the Nightshade plushie. I was like, oh my god, 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 you're an ass. Why did you buy me this? It's so much money. So
It was
I'm
like
literally
only $85.
It was a lot of money.
$85 is a lot.
Yeah. So we got
This
that.
is true.
I got Shadow Bolt stuff, obviously, and still, Dest, pretty much, yeah, Zol, pretty much the whole troll,
Everyone
like they got
you
Shadow Bolt.
something.
Yeah. So that was really freaking awesome.
All the trolls
So-
except one. I still owe you stuff.
No.
Yes, and I still have to send you something too, Jim.
What?
Oh.
Ooh, surprises.
Oh gosh.
Pretty
No,
much.
Finn knows what it is.
Oh, okay.
Friday, like late Friday, Saturday, we were spent just walking around, checking out everything. It was pretty cool. We saw like these Twilight, Luna.
We saw basically
The
the
Spartans?
Halo suits.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think they have a
Yeah,
YouTube
the Halo
channel.
suits with the Alicorn.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I just
So-
saw them at BronyCon.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
they attend every con.
they
Yeah,
were
but-
like
Jeez.
No,
popping
they were
around.
looking awesome. So
Yeah. They were
Yeah, it
popping
is
every now
cool.
and then. But yeah, Saturday we were spent walking around, stuff, looking at. It was really cool. we got to hang out. I think we got lunch at some point. We went out to get lunch, so that was pretty nice. Sunday was the worst of it all, though, because
Before we move on to Sunday, though, Saturday when we were hanging out, because we were hanging out by the video game area.
Oh yeah.
Ken was drawing, and got noticed.
Oh God, no!
For the viewers at home, Pen just dropped her head down into her hands in embarrassment.
Yes, because at one point Syl walked up behind her with a little sign that said "artist" and that pointed directly to her, and just kind of rotated in place for a little bit.
Oh, actually, I drew 2 pictures for Witchy too of Princess Big Mac and Fast Century that they got signed, and I actually ran into John Delancey with 90. The guy literally comes up to we literally walk past him. He looks down at us, smiles, waves, and I'm like, oh my god, that was John fucking Delancey. My mom even rode in the elevator with him, like, for some time, and she didn't know who it was. I was like, oh my fucking god, woman!
Wait, what?
Yeah, my mom didn't know she was riding in an elevator with John Delancey. I was about to tear my hair out and scream. Anyway,
I am finally with you.
Very relatable.
Okay, anyway.
You need to sit your mom down and tell her to watch Star Trek.
Zol, what else happened Saturday besides that? I think
Saturday was the sponsored dinner, the VIP cocktail hour, and I also attended a panel with Nighty to mainly keep an eye on her. That was basically how to be a con artist, not the kind that gets you in jail, but how to be a vendor at a convention. And she took extensive notes, which the one running the panel actually liked, and took pictures of her notes. So, other than that, not a lot happened.
Just this Sunday sucked though, because we took a picture.
Wait a minute. You're forgetting something.
What? What'd I forget?
The artist that was talking to Penn and said that her art is actually commission worthy.
It is.
Like now.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that one, so I don't know who the artist was, but I think it was the one who was selling the buttons.
I don't know. We'll have to talk to the other trolls to know for sure.
I don't remember.
I wish Witchy could have made this one.
Actually, Calm and Syl would know. Syl talked to her the most, but I think that's about all that happened Saturday.
Yeah.
Other than Witchy getting plastered.
Oh,
yeah.
She got shit-faced.
Oh yeah.
Between the cocktail
She
hour
was in heels.
and
She was in heels, and she got so drunk. I was like, holy fuck, you're drunk. It's funny though.
Between the cocktail hour and the cider appreciation panel, which I regretted going. Between the people behind me talking loud and forcing the guy with the microphone to talk over them with the microphone.
Oh boy.
Also learned I did not have a taste for ciders. So I will stick to wine coolers and the other sweet drinks.
So pretty much that covers Saturday. Sunday, which sucked, so we kind of spent the first part of the day doing some things. I think we went into the vendor hall again.
Sunday, yeah, we went to the vendor hall. We attended a little bit of the John Delancey panel.
Yeah.
And the guest of honor panel, and then after that was signing, which that was a mad frantic thing because we all decided, oh yeah, let's wait till the last day for signing. That was an idiotic move. But anyway, after that, we took the group picture, which is what I'm sending Jim. And then after that is when Destiny had to go.
Yeah, let's just say I was a freaking wreck, let's just say. Like, I was, as soon as I realized he was going, I was like, oh, no. I was really upset. Then I was pretty much like just kind of down Witchy and still had to leave. I was like, just here's
we attended closing ceremonies too. So they also got to attend the closing ceremonies. So, and then after that is when Witchy, Syl, and her brother Jinxie had to go because Jinxie wanted to go home that night. And then we stayed in the hotel room that night because I am not about to, for forego the fourth night of the hotel room. So
And
then
my
after
desk
that,
was, I stepped in the bed like across from Zol, so I
Yep.
made a fool of myself the next morning. I fell out of fucking bed. Then I inch-wormed over to near the TV, and I was kind of wrapped up in a blanket, just like, hi.
hey, I kept you entertained the night before by poking fun at Star Wars: New Hope. So
Yeah, you did keep me entertained, because I was so upset that day. Monday, ooh. It was fun Monday, because, I did, like, run towards Calm, and he picked me up. I was like, ah, fuck! No! What?
Down! Put me down!
I hid puppets around his room. What was fun. Yeah, that was fun. He kind of showed me Final Fantasy VI, which I found an interesting game. It's pretty cool.
It is. Very fun.
We just cracked a lot of jokes. Mostly, I drew some pictures for him, gave it to him because not every.
I got him really good. So
Wait, what? Oh yeah, me and him went upstairs and Zol hid the little puppet.
no. I
Wait,
did
no,
not
wait,
do
what was
that.
it? What was it?
When he hugged you, he noticed something in his closet.
Oh my
He was like,
god!
"Oh, I have this out weapon, can see it." And I'm like, oh yeah, you should keep those nice and fresh, even if they do collect dust. The glare he gave me.
He got so upset sounding too.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Pretty much,
Well-
so Calm came down and like I was standing there. He literally just hugged me, then left kind of inches toward his closet and then closes the door.
No,
Something like
he didn't inch toward the closet. He looked into the closet where he had a nice view of adult protection, we shall say. And he's like, oh, I should, go hide this. And I'm like, oh yeah.
UK alert.
You do keep them nice and fresh and everything. And then, even though they don't get used and collect dust. And he just turned and glared at me. Bye.
yeah, that happened, but the rest of the day was just filled with fun laughter. And these 5 hours before I had to go, I got all sniffly because I was upset. So it kind of sucked out because I knew we were gonna have to say goodbye soon. So he literally comes behind me, sits, wrapped his arms under mine, and just hugged me. And I'm just like, Zol took a picture of that. I'm like, oh damn it, Zol. Yeah, I got hugged multiple times, but when we had to go, okay. Pretty much, he had wrote me saying he had never met someone who had been so emotional except his own mother to part ways with him. I was like that one only other person. When we had to walk away, he actually got into his car and he literally lost it. And when he was writing this thing to me on Skype, he was literally still in tears, and I was like, oh god, no. And then Jim at some point sends this video, him singing. I was like, oh my god, Jim, god damn it, why'd you have to do that? I was like literally freaking bawling because it's just like sad things after another, like leaving Calm. Then Jim sent me that freaking video. His singing voice is fucking amazing.
I want to hear this.
Oh god, I broke down.
Please, Jim.
No!
Yes, we are still recording.
Oh god, it's not okay. We got the bus ride back. The first bus ride we was in front of me. Yeah, it was like no seats next to each other. And he actually had to change his ticket so he could get on the same bus with my mom and I because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So.
Well, the reason why I changed my ticket is because when I had originally bought the ticket, it was just me and Penn. And then her mother, the whole mother worried thing. So it's like, okay, I'm going to see if I can get my return ticket to line up with them because we would be taking one transfer apart and then reconnecting. And I wanted to stick with them and help guide them and everything and help carry the luggage and all this and all that. So I only had to pay $20 to be able to fix the one transfer. So we basically got to take the same buses all the way home. So, well, all the way to
You're
their place.
such a gentleman.
I used him as a
Zol.
pillow. I used him as a
I'm
pillow,
told.
though. Well, there's no more spoilers, so you're good, Shadow. But I got to use him as a pillow.
Yay!
All right.
So eventually we made it back home, but we kind of chilled out, just relaxed, because we got home at 5 in the morning. So
Yeah, we
Zol
got
crashed
home.
on the recliner. I stepped on my bed because I was fucking tired. We both were. We were on the
Yeah,
bus.
I got
I'm still sleeping by 5 in the morning, so.
when we got home, I installed her tablet, and then after that, I sat in the recliner, made the recliner black, and then suddenly it was 3:30.
I woke up at like
Oh,
3, and I looked over, and I was like, huh? Oh, hi. So we spent the rest of that day. I kind of came over to my tablet. I'm like, how do I work this thing? Kind of figure it out. So, it was fun, just like him cracking more puns, making more fat jokes because this is Zol. Making me laugh.
Fat jokes are best jokes, though.
I will
Yeah,
say,
there's a lot of material to work with.
I will say,
Oh.
I will say though,
Like
the
the
next
moment
day
you see
killed me.
them.
The next day did kill me because it's when Zol had to say goodbye. And I'm not gonna say it because nope.
Aw.
Yeah,
Tell you what,
basically got dropped off at the bus station at 3:30, and then you're starting to gear up again.
You okay, Pen?
She's still getting over the fact that I had to go.
Oh, Pen.
Aw.
Huggies through the internet.
Everyone watching, give Penumbra Glow hugs.
But
I think Call needs them too.
real life, though.
our goals.
Oh.
Alright,
Hey.
Aw.
Oh, Pen.
Hopefully, I'll be caught up on PTH and I can actually get involved on the next podcast.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yes.
A,
You do that, Shadow.
a few horse facts that were in the chapter. First of all, with working with a real horse and you're cleaning out a deep injury, one of the best things to do is just run water over it.
Who got injured?
The moon.
Yeah, no, okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
are you guys?
DK, save it for next time. Save
Yeah.
it for next time. There's Shadow in here.
Yeah. All
Hey,
right.
if I gotta save my theories, we gotta.
But
You can save your
you-
facts.
Yeah. You next one. Hopefully we'll be able to do it at our regularly scheduled time. So Zol and Pen, is that the end of your Cider Fest journey?
Yeah.
Well, aside from me
Sorry
taking
about
multiple
that.
buses back,
Oh boy.
And raging
Um,
about them on the chat?
And
Yeah.
those were awesome. He had to ride the buses back, and I was still trying to
Cope with.
get over the crying. Cause like I said, he's been with us since like Sunday, but him and Witchy actually did get interesting questions though.
yeah, your mother asked me the night before I left, and I told her at that time I would think about it. I gave the answer as I was hugging Pen before saying goodbye.
And that
This is getting
and Witchy actually got a call about it after Zol, and my mom had called, pretty much asked both of them if they wanted to be my godparents. And Witchy is like, how could I say no to that? So, and then Zol, when he was hugging me the next day, fuck, why I can't cry, because I get all started. But the next day he was hugging me, he's like, and the answer to your question is yes, and oh my freaking god, I broke down. I was like, literally cried and slept all the way home. Yeah. So, if you can tell, of what just happened a few minutes ago, I'm still touchy about him having to leave, so, yeah.
The fact that in basically 13 days I had made such an impact that I'd be offered that question. It's like, yeah, I'll say yes. So,
Like I said, that's why I said I'm not really gonna lose contact with him or Witchy, cause really can't. I'm kind of stuck with them for a while. So I
Can't
kind
lose
of have to
contact with me.
I feel so very sorry for
I'm
you.
pretty
Penny.
sure.
No,
I'm pretty
I
sure we're
actually-
all gonna remain in contact.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't.
And cue Polaroid picture with the written Wonderverse 16 written in Sharpie.
I actually don't regret it. I'm actually really happy my mom chose them because my family did. I just don't have a lot of good people in my family. My aunt treats me like
You
complete
have your-
shit. So.
Oh, the fat ass one?
Yeah.
Girls.
yes,
Alright,
now.
Girls.
The guy
But
where you
public.
see them sit down and you be like,
Public.
man, I feel bad for that chick.
That's enough.
That's
Zolan Witchy are wonderful
Shut up,
people,
that's Soul's job right there.
but Zolan Witchy.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, and anyways, I think this we're at an hour and 47 minutes. So this has been
podcast.
this has been going on pretty long. I want to thank everybody for coming again. I know that we were supposed to do this on a Saturday, but stuff happened, so I'm glad that we managed to get everybody together.
I'm sorry I couldn't be here for most of it.
Oh, it's
Hope
fine.
you guys all had a good time.
And Jim came at the perfect time because Theories is his game.
Wish I had been there for the discussion for the earlier part, because honestly, I think I probably could have come up with some stuff.
Yeah, well, this chapter was very straightforward, though. I
We'll
know.
just say that Jim was here for the
I'm not
entirety
so
of it.
sure about that. I'm gonna actually read through it, and next podcast, I will come back with my findings.
Oh, all right.
Let's just say that if Jim was here for the entirety of the episode, he probably would have made this at least 2 times longer than it already
Oh
is.
God, please no. And I'd like to welcome Sweet Harmony to the Wondercast.
Yeah,
crew.
Hold on. Sweet. There's one sort of initiation thing that we all went through. It's a certain image.
Oh no. Oh no, not Bart. Not Bart.
Okay. Anyways. I'd like.
You guys listening have extremely confused. You don't want to know.
Anyways.
Human with a dog head.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Pen, fork, pencil sharpener.
Oh God. I'd like to welcome Sweet Harmony and Zol for coming along on the Wondercast again. It was nice to have him.
Oh my god, that is scarring. I'm just gonna look away now.
That's why it's the initiation. That's why it's the initiation.
Why?
Also,
Blame Pen. She's the one that originally found it.
Like something Salvador Dali would do.
Alright.
Also,
Well, yeah. Well, this has been the 8th Wondercast. I hope you all had a fun time listening to this. But
You sure had a fun time making it.
everyone say goodbye.
Night.
Hasta luego.
have fun!
Get it, Zol!
Hasta luego.